A game changer in US transportation is on the horizon. The long-anticipated high-speed rail between Southern California and Las Vegas is finally becoming a reality, backed by a $12 billion investment. In this video, we'll explore its details, potential benefits, and challenges. So what makes this rail project so groundbreaking? The vision behind the $12 billion high-speed rail project connecting Southern California to Las Vegas is centered on the transforming travel between these two bustling regions. The project aims to alleviate the notorious congestion on Interstate 15, a highway that sees heavy traffic, particularly on weekends and holidays, as travelers make their way to and from Las Vegas. By providing a fast, eco-friendly alternative, this rail system has the potential to redefine transportation in the region, offering passengers a seamless, efficient, and sustainable travel option. At the heart of this ambitious endeavor is Brightline West, a private company leading the charge in bringing high-speed rail to the United States. Brightline has already demonstrated success with its existing rail service in Florida, and this expansion marks a major step forward in modernizing the country's passenger rail infrastructure. With private funding as well as significant federal support, Brightline West is determined to make this project a reality, setting a precedent for similar high-speed rail initiatives across the country. The project itself is an engineering feat, covering a 218-mile rail corridor that will stretch from Rancho Cucamonga, California to Las Vegas, Nevada. This strategic location provides a direct and efficient connection between two of the most heavily traveled destinations in the US. By utilizing existing transportation hubs, such as California's Metrolink system, the rail line will integrate seamlessly with regional transit networks, allowing passengers to travel conveniently from Los Angeles and other surrounding areas. One of the most impressive aspects of the Brightline West project is its speed and technology. Trains will operate at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, allowing passengers to complete the journey between Southern California and Las Vegas in approximately 2 hours. A significant improvement over the typical 4-hour drive, which can often stretch even longer due to traffic congestion. These trains will be fully electric, producing zero emissions, making them not only a faster alternative but also an environmentally responsible one. With sustainability being a major focus, this project is expected to play a role in reducing carbon emissions by replacing millions of car trips annually. In addition to speed and sustainability, the passenger experience is expected to be a game changer. Brightline West plans to offer modern, comfortable seating, high-speed Wi-Fi, and onboard amenities that will make the trip far more enjoyable than sitting in hours of traffic. The design of the stations and trains will be tailored to provide a seamless, stress-free journey, making rail travel an attractive option for both tourists and commuters alike. Now that we understand the fundamental aspects of the Brightline West high-speed rail project, it's important to examine the reasons why such an ambitious infrastructure development is necessary. The increasing demand for travel, worsening highway congestion, and the need for sustainable transportation solutions all contribute to the urgency of the project. So why exactly is this high-speed rail system needed, and what problems does it aim to solve? The need for a high-speed rail connection between Southern California and Las Vegas has never been greater. The growing congestion on Interstate 15 has made travel between the two regions increasingly difficult, especially during weekends and holiday periods. Every year, millions of people drive the nearly 270-mile stretch, often encountering frustrating traffic delays that add hours to the journey. This ongoing issue has highlighted the necessity of an alternative mode of transportation, one that is fast, efficient, and reliable. Tourism is at the heart of Las Vegas, drawing over 50 million visitors annually. A significant portion of these travelers comes from the Southern California, a region with a population of nearly 24 million. Many of them rely on personal vehicles or flights, but with rising gas prices and frequent airport congestion, the need for a more convenient travel option has become apparent. A high-speed rail system could significantly enhance the travel experience by providing a seamless connection between the two destinations, eliminating the stress of driving and reducing the dependency on costly air travel. By offering a 2-hour journey at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, the rail line has the potential to revolutionize how people visit Las Vegas, making it more accessible and attractive to a broader audience. Beyond easing traffic and boosting tourism, The environmental impact of this project is a key factor in its importance. The transportation sector is one of the largest contributors to carbon emissions in the United States, and the vast numbers of cars traveling between Southern California and Las Vegas only adds to this issue. By shifting a significant portion of travelers from gas-powered vehicles to electric high-speed trains, the project aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and decrease overall fuel consumption. Studies have shown that high-speed rail systems produce far fewer emissions per passenger mile compared to cars and airplanes, making this initiative a step towards sustainable travel. With climate concerns becoming more urgent, implementing greener transportation solutions is no longer a luxury but a necessity. Globally, high-speed rail has proven to be a game-changer in modern transportation. Countries like Japan, France, and China have demonstrated the benefits of efficient rail systems, significantly reducing travel times and increasing connectivity between major cities. The success of these systems provides a compelling argument for the US to embrace similar advancements. If executed effectively, the Las Vegas high-speed rail could serve as a model for future projects across the country. But how will this ambitious plan be funded? Let's break it down. The high-speed rail project connecting Southern California to Las Vegas is an ambitious $12 billion investment aimed at transforming travel between these two major destinations. This substantial funding comes from a combination of private and federal sources, making it one of the largest infrastructure projects of its kind in the United States. Government support has played a crucial role in ensuring the project's feasibility. The Biden administration has allocated $3 billion in federal grants as part of the broader infrastructure initiative, demonstrating the federal government's commitment to improving American transportation. This investment not only supports the high-speed rail project itself, but also signals a shift towards sustainable, modernized transit solutions. Beyond the financial aspects, the economic impact of this rail line is expected to be substantial. One of the most immediate benefits is job creation. Construction of the high-speed rail is projected to generate approximately 35,000 jobs, providing opportunities in engineering, construction, and various supporting industries. Additionally, once the railway is operational, it is expected to create thousands of permanent jobs in rail operations, maintenance, and hospitality-related services. These employment opportunities will have a ripple effect, stimulating local economies along the corridor. Tourism is another major factor driving the economic benefits of this project. Las Vegas attracts over 50 million visitors annually, with a significant portion traveling from Southern California. By offering a faster, more convenient alternative to driving, the high-speed rail is expected to boost visitor numbers, benefiting hotels, casinos, restaurants, and the entertainment venues in Las Vegas. Additionally, the rail will make weekend trips more accessible for Californians, potentially increasing the frequency of visits. The convenience and reliability of high-speed rail could also attract international tourists who are accustomed to efficient rail systems in countries such as Japan, France, and China. The impact on real estate development along the rail corridor is another noteworthy benefit. Historically, transportation infrastructure projects have driven property value appreciation, and this high-speed rail is likely to have a similar effect. Cities and communities near rail stations such as Rancho Cucamonga are expected to experience increased demand for housing, commercial developments, and retail businesses. This surge in economic activity can lead to long-term growth, benefiting both residents and local governments through increased tax revenues. Ticket pricing is another important aspect that will determine the project's financial success. Brightline West has indicated that fares will be competitively priced compared to the cost of driving or flying. Early estimates suggest one-way fares could range between $75 and $100, making it an attractive option for travelers looking for a balance between affordability and convenience. The project's success largely depends on ridership numbers, and if priced appropriately, it could become a preferred mode of travel for millions. While the economic outlook for this high-speed rail project seems promising, significant challenges remain. While the $12 billion high-speed rail between Southern California and Las Vegas promises to revolutionize travel in the region, it is not without its fair share of challenges. From environmental concerns to land acquisition issues, skepticism about demand and construction risks, several obstacles must be overcome to ensure the project's success. One of the most significant concerns surrounding the high-speed rail project is its environmental impact. The planned rail corridor cuts through the Mojave Desert, home to fragile ecosystems and endangered wildlife, including the desert tortoise. Environmentalists worry that construction and operation could disrupt these habitats, leading to unforeseen consequences for local biodiversity. Efforts are being made to mitigate these risks, such as building wildlife crossings and implementing eco-friendly construction practices. But concerns remain about the long-term impact. Some conservation groups have even raised legal challenges, arguing that the environmental assessment may not fully account for the disruption this massive infrastructure project could cause. Another major hurdle is land acquisition. Constructing a 218-mile high-speed rail line requires securing extensive land rights, which means negotiating with private landowners, businesses, and local authorities. While much of the project is set to be built along the existing I-15 corridor to minimize disruption, certain areas still require the purchase of private land. Some landowners are resistant, either because they do not want to sell or because they believe the compensation being offered does not reflect the true value of their property. Eminent domain could be used in some cases, but this often leads to legal battles and delays, potentially pushing back the project's completion timeline. Skepticism about the demand for high-speed rail in the US adds another layer of controversy. Americans have historically relied on cars and airplanes for long-distance travel. Some critics argue that the demand may not be strong enough to justify the $12 billion investment, questioning whether enough passengers will consistently use the service to make it financially viable. While proponents highlight studies showing a strong potential ridership, skeptics remain unconvinced, pointing out that previous rail projects in the US have struggled to meet expectations. The success of this project hinges on whether travelers, particularly those who frequently drive between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, will actually make the switch to high-speed rail. Construction risks further complicate the situation. Infrastructure projects of this scale often face unforeseen challenges, leading to delays and cost overruns. The complexity of laying high-speed rail tracks through desert terrain, ensuring seismic safety, and integrating the system with existing transportation networks are all potential roadblocks. Moreover, supply chain issues, labor shortages, and fluctuating material costs could drive up expenses beyond the initial $12 billion estimate. Past transportation projects in the US, such as California's high-speed rail between Los Angeles and San Francisco, have faced severe delays and ballooning budgets, raising concerns that the Las Vegas rail could experience similar setbacks. Despite these challenges, if all goes well, this project could mark a turning point for high-speed rail in the US. Overcoming these obstacles will require careful planning, collaboration with stakeholders, and a commitment to efficient execution. If successful, this rail line could pave the way for similar projects nationwide, transforming how Americans travel in the future. This highly anticipated rail line is also a glimpse into the future of American rail travel, with the project expected to be operational by 2028. There is growing speculation about its long-term impact and potential expansion. If successful, this initiative could pave the way for similar high-speed rail projects across the country, transforming how Americans travel between major cities. Looking beyond the immediate launch, expansion possibilities are already being explored. While the initial route will connect Las Vegas to Rancho Cucamonga, California, discussions are underway to extend the line further into the Los Angeles metropolitan area. A direct connection to Union Station in downtown Los Angeles would significantly boost ridership by linking the high-speed rail to the city's extensive transit network, including buses and subways. Additionally, there are considerations for expanding the service beyond California and Nevada, with Phoenix emerging as a potential next destination. As one of the fastest-growing metropolitan area in the US, Phoenix could greatly benefit from a high-speed rail link, providing a much-needed alternative to congested highways and expensive flights. Other long-term possibilities include routes to San Diego and the Bay Area, creating a broader high-speed rail network in the western United States. If this project proves viable, it could encourage further investments in rail transportation in regions like Texas, Florida, and the Northeast Corridor, where similar demand for high-speed travel exists. Federal and state governments may also be more inclined to support such projects. recognizing the potential for reducing highway congestion, lowering carbon emissions, and providing an efficient alternative to air travel for medium-distance routes. Public perception will also play a crucial role in the project's long-term success. Surveys indicate a strong interest in high-speed rail, particularly among younger travelers and environmentally conscious commuters. As the rail line moves closer to completion, attention will also turn to its economic impact. High-speed rail has the potential to generate significant revenues not only from ticket sales but also from increased tourism and commercial development along the route. Las Vegas in particular stands to benefit from an influx of visitors who may have previously chosen not to make the trip due to traffic concerns or expensive flights. Likewise, cities along the rail corridor, such as Victorville and Rancho Cucamonga, could experience economic growth as businesses and residential developments emerge to accommodate increased foot traffic. If executed as planned, this project could revolutionize American transportation, proving that high-speed rail is not just a concept suited for Europe and Asia, but a practical solution for the US as well. The coming years will determine whether this ambitious initiative can live up to its promise and set the stage for a new era of rail travel in America. The $12 billion high-speed rail to Las Vegas marks a bold step towards modernizing US transportation. If successful, it could pave the way for similar projects nationwide, transforming how Americans travel. Only time will tell if this ambitious vision becomes a game-changing reality. What do you think? Will high-speed rail finally take off in the US? Leave your thoughts in the comments.